Hi, and welcome back to Best Book Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the next book in the Breadwinner series, Mud City. I actually figured out recently that there is another book in the Breadwinner series, and it's called My Name is Parvana. This one was released a lot later, which is why it wasn't in the original trilogy book that I have. So if I get that book, I will review that one. Okay, so now let's move back to Mud City. Okay, this book is 164 pages long. I would rate this book an 8 out of 10 because of the new characters like Jasper the dog, who never left Parvana or Shazia's side. Um, really good detail. I know that's kind of repetitive, but yeah, really good detail, such as the refugee camp and the very busy street in Peshawar, and the struggles of Shazia while living in the refugee camp. Okay, so this book only makes sense if you read the first book. You don't need to read the second book, but it would be better if you read the first one. Okay, so this is the summary. Okay, so this book is about Shazia, Parvana's friend, who after Parvana left, this is the story of her after Parvana left. This is a while after Parvana left. Okay. So, she ended up in a refugee camp with Mrs. Weira, who's also from the first book. The refugee camp she was in Pakistan near Peshawar, which is a city in Pakistan. Okay. Shazia did random little jobs and earned no money, and she was really fed up with that. She really wanted to earn money because she wanted to accomplish her dream of getting to France to meet Parvana in 20 years on the top of the Eiffel Tower. After a while, she made the decision to leave the refugee camp in the widow's compound, which is basically where that was like a company or kind of a company. It ran girls' schools in Afghanistan, so she left to Peshawar to find a job. After maybe a couple of days of not finding a job, she eventually found a job cleaning a butcher's shop. She only did that for one day though. She was like an odd job, and she found a bunch of odd jobs around town to do. And she used to beg also. One day when she was begging, a man gave her 100 rupees, which was a lot for her. And said he would offer her a job, but he was lying. He was trying to kidnap Shazia. But Shazia made a whole fuss, and then the police came. The man said that Shazia had stole 100 rupees from him, but she hadn't. But the police thought that the man wasn't lying, that Shazia was lying. So Shazia got taken away to prison. But one day, the next day, right before shower time, she was still dressed as a boy at this time. An American man comes and bribes the guards to get Shazia out, and where she is welcomed. And she goes to their house where she is welcomed. And the family was very rich and kind to Shazia, one day. So Shazia saw that rich family was giving stuff to the beggars who used to come to their door, and Shazia thought it was okay to let random people come into their house because they didn't have any money or anything like that. Okay, but they didn't like it. They were really mad. They were really mad at Shazia for letting all those random people in their house and stealing all of the stuff. So they took Shazia back to the widow's compound in the refugee camp. And then one day, they realized that the grain delivery people were not giving them any grain. So she accidentally starts a riot to get some grain. But that doesn't end well for her. She ends up breaking her leg and has to spend 6 weeks in a cast. But after 6 weeks, after lying in bed for 6 weeks, She realized that Mrs. Weira was leaving for Afghanistan with some nurses to help the people in Afghanistan. Um, Shazia realizes that she still has 20 years to get to the Eiffel Tower to meet Parvana, so she decides to go to Afghanistan. And that's where the book ends. Okay, so that'll be all for today. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of these book reviews, and make sure to write what book you want me to review in the comment section. So, see you next time!